Welcome back. So I have a nice quick mail day, two packages, two sellers on eBay, and it was all best offer material. This will be additions to the Greenberg as well as the Arnovich PCs. But let's start with the Greenberg items, which included a couple of throw-ins of Hard Hittin' Mark Whitten and the Rhine Express. And I picked up these two, I think like for $3-4 a piece. They're both from 2003 Upper Deck Legendary Cuts. This one is numbered 28 of 400. And I like the little etchings on the wood here. Hammer and Hank sends a Wes Farrell offering out of Fenway Park to right of the flagpole in center. Perhaps the longest home run ever hit there. That is from 5/27, 1937. And a very, very similar card, just a different parallel. This is 157 of 175. That's from September 27th, 1938. Greenberg hits 2 homers for the 11th time this season, en route to 58 round trippers to pace the majors. Little Hall of Fame logo there, Detroit logo there. So, a couple nice pickups. I have the numbered to 300 one, which is the trifecta for this particular set. So, add these to the Greenberg count. And as for Arnovich, so I noticed these little newsletters that were put out by the New York Giants in the 1940s. And this one is from July 3rd, 1941. And I got this one. There is a small quote in the inside from Arnovich. It's inconsequential, but the photo up front, you have Arnovich right here being called off on a play. But with Bartell, and so I noticed the Arnovich photo, wanted to grab it. But this one in particular, I wanted to grab. So this is spring training, well, early 1941, with the first above the fold article of Hartnett, Orengo, Arnovich, and Luke instill courage and hustle in 1941 Giants. And the interesting thing with this particular issue, and remember, there's not a whole lot written about Arnovich, period. But within this issue, there's a very nice article with a photo of him batting and a photo of him in the field. I kind of took a picture and just printed it out. But so here's the content of the article. Traded to Cincinnati in mid-season last year. He immediately began hitting the ball at a faster clip, and the records show that he batted 85 points higher for the World Championship Cincinnati Reds than he did for the cellar-bound Phils. He has been scurrying all over the outfield ever since, he reported for spring training. Arnovich comes from a religious family. His uncle and 2 of his cousins are rabbis. His father trained to become one, but entered business instead and is a gasoline merchant in Superior, Wisconsin today. Maury studied Hebrew for 5 years, not, however, with the intention of entering the clergy. The United States Army, too, has attracted his relatives. One of his cousins is a West Point graduate, now a captain assigned to Fort Sam Houston, and a brother has just enlisted. Maury is the only major league ball player in the family. Arnovich attended Superior State Teachers College for 2 years before leaving to play professional baseball with the newly formed Superior team. The Phillies bought him in 1934, his second year in baseball, and after farming him out to Hazleton, Pennsylvania, in 1935 and 1936, issued him a Quakertown uniform in 1937. Asked to what he attributed his rise to the majors, Morey answered without hesitation, hard work. Watching him hustle on the field will convince anyone of the truth of this statement. So it's articles like this I'm really kind of constantly looking for with regard to Arnovich. Again, because there is not a lot of information out there that was ever written. There's been a few articles here and there, but nothing compared to some of the really big stars of the time or even now. The amount of content out there is lacking, to say the least. So finding a couple pictures and the article inside this particular issue of Giants Jottings from March 31st, 1941 was a nice little find and an inexpensive one to add to the Arnovich collection. So those are the additions to the Arnovich and the Greenberg PCs. And that is what I got for you this time around. And until next time, please remember to collect what you enjoy what you collect, and don't let anybody, especially the market or a YouTuber, dictate that to you. And most importantly, have fun. And have fun by being active in this community. So find your way of participating, whether it's making videos, watching and commenting, going to live streams, group chats, going to your LCS or local card show, or simply talking about the hobby with family and friends. The more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. The more you'll learn, the more your PC will grow, the more people you'll meet, and the more fantastic friendships you'll form. So I thank you very much for joining me. Hope to see you again. Have a good one, and bye for now.